Hey folks, Al Puglisi Trains. This is part 2 of Jeff Grove's magnificent HO scale layout. Owner of Carolina Craftsman kits. So much that I couldn't do it all in one video. So this is part 2. And enjoy the show. You're gonna kill me, but
okay, you heading out?
I'm heading out right now.
All right, see you later.
Oh my God.
I'll check in.
This is crazy. This is a kit bashed firehouse.
Okay, man.
This is just unbelievable. We'll come back to this in a little while, but let's continue our tour. Right. Jeff, tell me about this building up here. It's one of the fellows that passed away did this one?
Well, it was on his layout. It was done by a gentleman in our group, probably 20 years ago and everything. And I'm actually thinking about bringing that out as a kit.
Oh, I want one.
Yeah, it's really a nice structure.
And it's not going to be cheap, but it's huge.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. Yes.
There's a lot to it, and there's a boiler house
boiler house,
and a water tank, and yeah, put me down for one of these kits. They're not going to be inexpensive, but it's breathtaking. Let's get the side, and let's just continue our journey through here, and let's pull back a little bit. Here's an old fine scale kit back here, McKinsey's. That's an old fine scale miniatures kit that's discontinued. And that's a interesting build there.
No, it's out of stock.
All right, well here's another out of stock. But again, folks, if you really want something, or if you decide you see 2 or 3 that are out of stock, contact Jeff and we'd work something out. I like the sunset in the background on this. You know,
we've done over 250 kits, so that's one reason why I don't try to stock anything anymore.
Right.
Just can't keep up with it, and I'm getting too old to be that busy.
Right.
This is all based on the Cushwall Basin, C&O Canal here in Williamsport, Maryland.
Oh wow.
And these are relatively prototypical structures.
Wow, this is breathtaking through here. All right, let me pause it. It's an interesting scene here. Let's just pan around. Pan around. This is the mansion, isn't it? That Dave
Maltrip's mansion.
This is, folks, I uploaded a video on Dave Maltrip's magnificent steel mill layout, and he talks about, this is a family member's mansion, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
This is that mansion that Dave was talking about that one of his family members lived in, or do they still live in it? Or
I don't know if families still live in it. It's just been redone probably a few years ago. It was completely rehabbed. And that is a kit that is available, readily available.
On your website?
On my website.
Wow. Well, this caught my eye, folks. Look at a sack. How did you guys do this flour sack?
That is just a dollhouse toy. You can buy it online for dollhouse furnitures and stuff.
Worked out as a perfect sack. Wow.
This Brandt Furniture Works is a Scott Alvord build. He'll tell you a little bit more about that later.
Yeah, we're going to do a video on Scott included in this video. This abandoned house. That's a really cool looking abandoned house. And wow, look at that burned up house. Who did that?
That's one of mine.
That is magnificent. Did you actually light it on fire or no?
No, that's all just done with chalks and paint.
Man, that's out of the park. Folks, this was Jeff's Christmas kit last year. It's gone, but if you're interested, you can talk to one of us about it. This came with the barn, came with the center building, came with the end building. This is one that Scott did. This is an SSLGD Jennings Lumber Company that is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to talk a little bit about that with Scott in just a minute. Get a little bit more of the abandoned house.
No, he didn't get.
Anybody need a Hagerstown, Maryland railroad station, folks? This is available as a kit, and this is available on your website. What does this sell for?
$3.99.
And it's a big kit.
And it's all laser cut brick.
Wow. It's magnificent. And the prototype is in Hagerstown, West Virginia.
It's in Hagerstown, Maryland.
Oh, Hagerstown, Maryland. I'm sorry. That's right. What am I thinking?
It's the original, it's now
God
the
forbid.
police station in Hagerstown, but that was the Western Maryland station there in Hagerstown.
Sorry about that, folks. All right, let me pause it. All right, folks, this is Scott Alvord. He is a master builder, and he knocks my socks off. Let's walk around the layout and see what you built, Scott.
Okie doke.
All right, you guys, start pointing out what Scott did.
That's a Foscali kit that he did.
From Doug Foscali.
Wow, what a beautiful build. Holy smokes. All right, let's see another one. All right, let's see this one.
Ago.
What's this one,
2
Scott?
years ago.
This is what you did 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Alvord Life-Saving Station.
Wow. All right, Scott, what is this one back here? Little library?
Yeah, it was Jeff Groves at CCK's original kit,
Uh-huh.
and I just repurposed it into, I don't even know, library.
Now, do you have a model railroad, or you just do structures?
No, I just do structures.
See, that's like I was saying, folks, that's a hobby in itself, the building of structures. I'm the same way. I am in the hobby for scenery and for structures. I like to watch the trains run through it, but you don't have to have trains. You can just do structures.
I can come over to Jeff's and watch trains.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Scott, this is a Hermanson's Mill kit from RDA. Is that what this is?
That's what it is. That's the original version in Hydrocal.
Right, and then you kit bash, changed it around a little bit with a wood tower.
Kit bashed it with the wood section down on the left side.
Uh-huh.
And one of my other passions is shooting and owning shotguns in the A.H. Fox Company
Oh, wow.
out of Philadelphia.
Wow, this is
Probably the finest gun manufacturer, one of the finest gun manufacturers ever in the States.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Okay. Scott didn't do this one, folks, but Jeff Grove did, and it's so beautiful. I had to get a picture of this.
What was that?
Matters Mill.
Matters Mill. Carolina Craftsman kits.
It's going to be coming out again.
And it'll be coming out again. That's good news. So I think we showed this earlier. Scott, you built this one. This was a Carolina Craftsman kit you built up?
Yes, it is.
For a fellow that passed away.
And one of our very, very dear friends that only lived half a mile or so from Jeff here.
It's sad. Well, it's a wonderful way to be remembered, to have, structures for friends and family, and it's a fabulous tribute.
Richard was a big part of our group.
Wow, this is beautiful. All right. And Scott, you did this Foscali building here.
Yeah, and just really changed the naming on it to for two of the guys that belong to our group.
Wow, got the smoking hot babe on the sign there. That's a little Scott build, Jeff's roast beef. Oh, I wonder where Jeff's came from. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna say great Scott, because Scott, you did all these up here. These are all Carolina Craftsman kits. Holy cow.
Yes, they are.
No, one's a Doug Foscali.
Okay.
The seafood is Doug's.
Right. But you did the 3D HO fish. And packed in, what was that? It's not rice. What was it? The ice?
Kosher salt, and then layered with hairspray.
Layer with hairspray so that it doesn't disappear. Man alive. All right. Thank God for Scott. Scott, look at this. This is a kit. I mean, this is one of your designs. You just designed this up?
This was a scratch build.
Okay.
Jeff had a artistic rendering, 2-dimension, laying around, and said,
right.
Boy, wouldn't this make a nice build?
Man, this is incredible. And the way the trains run through the building, let me see if I can get... Yeah, I mean, it cut through. This is just really interesting. So...
The Brandt Furniture Company was located here in Hagerstown for, 75 years.
Wow. All right. Folks, this is one of my all-time favorite kits. It's an old SSLTD, Jennings Lumber Company. Scott, this takes forever to build, doesn't it?
Well, actually, because I didn't use any of their cast metal structure inside of it. I recreated it all
Through the plans or his plans, I
all
think.
in wood.
Wow. Yeah, the kit is absolutely breathtaking. What an interesting roof, the way the corrugated steel is weathered. And then you built this Christmas kit for...
Did that for Jeff and Carolina Craftsman kits.
Wow.
1 year ago, Jeff, or 2 years
That
ago?
would have been a year ago.
A year ago, last year. So are you doing another Christmas kit this year, Jeff?
I'll plan on it, yes.
All right. Secret, folks. So stay tuned. Scott, I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Al.